Hey everyone, I'm Ollie Barton, this is Two Wheel Stories and welcome back to another bike park breakdown. Today we are going to be checking it out, Verhoebakken. Now if you're looking for a bike park suitable for let's say family rides and beginners to mountain biking, this probably isn't the ideal place. It is rough. The trails have been made and every year they just get a little bit gnarlier and a little bit gnarlier. So let's go up to the top and see what we got. On the lift here, you have the T-bar, as you can see, where you have the string lift. The string is covered with this old hose pipe, so it's pretty easy to hook on. I personally prefer this to the T-bar. But watch out for this hill. It is a steep one. There's a couple of points in it, especially at the very top where it slows right down and you come to a standstill for what feels like 10 minutes, but it's actually like half a second, and you just got to commit. It will pick you back up, so trust your balance there. And you'll see just about now, we slow right down. So you just got to keep alert and keep your balance there. So here we are at the top of the hill, the top of Verhoebakken, and it's time to drop in. We're going to work on a right to left thing and go for every track and talk our way down them. So we're going to drop into Slingen 4. A bit loose in these top corners. This bit has really developed a rut, but it's super dusty in the dry. So you really do bounce around and then you can squash all these. You can really hear how easy the tyre or wheel locks up on this loose stuff. But it's actually so dry and so grippy. Little double there, and you can really pop into this ground. Wow. Loads of grip in them, and a big old jump here, and it's like kind of pointing the wrong way for the trail. So if you want to get fast runs in, I advise skipping the jump. So after you've taken the top section through the woods up here, you'll be hit with this bit of line choice, and over my right hand shoulder is the original trail that brings you all the way around, and then you hop into Pumpleden to finish the trail, and over my left hand shoulder is the Green Bridge, as we call it. If you want to get fast runs in, I advise skipping the jump. This track is called Green Bridge amongst the riders anyway. You got this first drop that's pretty hectic, second one's hectic, third one's even more, and then over the lump. It's got this sort of triple drop section where you come off the wooden bridge, then off this second drop, and then this last one. This last one is super important because you want to be landing to the left of this little guy, or to the right. You just don't want to be landing on it, which we've all done at some point. But then you come into this rock here and you want to get up and over him. Try not to come too far over and hit this square edge. You want to try and come up where this dirt is here, and then you can come up and over. And we built it up a bit on the backside with rocks so that it's a bit smoother, and then you point down this straight, which is just off the brakes, get bouncy and have some fun. Riders anyway, you got this first drop that's pretty hectic, second one's hectic, third one's even more, and then over the lump. This section is my favourite bit of the hill. You really can just fly down that and onto the Green Bridge, and then whop around and suck that up around here. Loses the altitude here, so you really got to pick your way through and be smooth. But that is a really good track, really good track. Then you turn up here and follow this gravel road all the way back to the park. Devil's Trail, clues in the name. There's a couple of options down the bottom, so we'll take whatever feels natural and then split it up after that. Big pedal in, straight in with the steeps. Up we go, and you want to get up around that rock there and really bring yourself around. This hairpin. Now, it's maybe about 10 meters into the track, so first time you come, I advise just walking down the track to have a little look. But it's a steep old switchback. You don't see many of these in Stockholm, many of these in Sweden I would say. But this one, as you can see, in the summer, it is dry, really dry. So getting traction here is quite difficult. There is a bit more support on the exit nowadays, so you can get a bit of drive out of there. But my advice, come out as wide as possible, as high as possible. But outside of here, you don't want to be coming over this stuff on the rough on the inside. You're going to struggle to slow down, you're going to struggle to turn. You want to come all the way out wide, all the way around, and off you go. We go, and you want to get up around that rock there and really bring yourself around. Watch out in here because it does get real loose. There's a little lip there, so you don't want to overshoot it. You also want to check the gear. It is tight up here, there's a lot going on. This, freshly trimmed. So if it is your first time, or if it is your 100th time and you're not sure, this is what used to be the pipe of death on Devil's Trail. But now there's a little wooden bridge that you have to drop off. So as you can see in this video, that's how I'm taking the drop. And I'll just walk you through it here. So coming into this corner, it's always a bit dry, it's always a bit loose, and there's a bit of a shelf to stay on, so it's quite difficult. But as I come onto this bridge, I like to point straight as if I'm riding at that tree. So your angle goes from pointing straight at this tree here to as you come, just as you push out to drop, you kind of pull to the left, so then you land into here and then into the corner. Freshly trimmed, little drop, really awkward. I advise checking that out first time you come here. Then you want to get out into that little berm on the outside there. Oh, so nice now it's cleared out. Then this line I quite like. This actually opened up for one of the Capital Enduro races last year. This actually opened up for one of the Capital Enduro races last year. Around we go. I think that probably gets the most out of this track. And if you hit this right, you can just pre-jump that. So this is the final jump for Devil's Trail. I'm going to show you two ways to hit it. You've got the race runway, which is like a pre-hop, so you land onto the backside of the wood like this. And then you've got the free ride send, which is like this. Yeah. And you're back at the lift. So as you can see, while there isn't loads and loads of tracks on this hill, and while it isn't a very big hill, just one small section of 50 meters of trail can give you so many different options. So whatever you want to work on when you come here, you've got it. You've got rough, flat, slow, rocky corners. You've got rooty off camber, and then you've got this nice rock roller into a bit of flow. And like I say, this is just one section of one track. So 2.7, 60 feet.